one of my central tenets of my teaching, is that no system in the body ever works alone.
Right.
They never get injured alone, and they never heal alone. So it's all of them. So now I learn about every single damn system that you have, but more importantly, how they relate and communicate with each other. That's the key.
Yeah, that's fascinating. And it's amazing to me that we're kind of, it seems at least on the outside looking in, where medicine is starting to head a little bit, where you hear terms like integrative medicine or functional medicine and things of that nature. Would that be categorized accurately of what you're doing kind of in that territory?
I guess you could say that. Functional medicine has its own little niche. They deal a lot with, autoimmune, chronic disease, which I do now as well. But they come at a standpoint a lot from supplementation and nutrition. So I still mix a lot of assessment and manual therapy interventions in my work, as well as the nutrition and supplementation. Because here's the thing, I found that the nutrition and supplementation wasn't helping a lot of people either. Then you have to dig deeper and figure out why, because so they're trying to add nutrients and supplies into the body that are deficient, which is good, but they weren't really looking at the underlying toxicity in the system that's there that you have to remove first, and then getting into the root of, okay, well then why did these systems go ballistic and go crazy at the same time? So I guess you could say, people say, well, what do you do? And I'm like, I don't really have an answer, because it's not one thing. I don't say I'm a chiropractor, because when I say that, people go to the mental file folder of what a chiropractor is, and they think neck and backs. And I'm like, I don't do that anymore. And then, I don't say that I do massage or soft tissue work, because then you go there. I do anything and everything that needs to be done to help somebody get better. And honestly, what I've worked for is not necessarily saying that I do a particular profession / technique. I'm trying to form a concept of looking at the body in relationship to figuring out what technique or what profession might be the best for what you need under that concept, right? If you know what I mean. So the concept of the approach, because if you know the concept, you can create 1,000 different techniques, which means I don't care what technique you use. If your concept is wrong, it ain't working.
Right. Yeah. Like you were saying around the supplementation, things I've heard about, like gut health, that you can be eating the right thing and take the right supplements, but if your gut is jacked up, you're not going to absorb the nutrients.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a classic one where people have malabsorption syndrome, aka leaky gut, where you can't absorb things well, even the good stuff. And then to try to heal it, what happens is that, at least in the USA and the Western medicine, is they think more is better, and then you leave with a bag of 25 different supplements,
right,
to heal your system, and it's cost you thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars for testing, but you're putting it into a system that is so sensitive that even though it can be helpful, that does the opposite.